Hello there people! Today though, it's not going to be, it is a DVD review, but it's mainly a series review. This series is brand spanking new. It started being released I think last year, rather, I think it was either 2009 or 2010. I think it was 2010 it started to be released. And I've only got the first 3 volumes. Now, this particular series, well actually I'll actually cut the long story short, this is an anime review. Now, if you're anybody out there that is a absolute massive fan of anime, then this video is for you people. Many people on my other channel are massive fans of anime, and some people of which have joined from that channel will probably like this video. So yes, this is actually freshly being released on DVD. There is more of these volume box sets yet to be released in September this year. And this anime, as you probably would have seen already by title page without me even mentioning, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Self-conscious plague, this selfish need, this bullshit you claim's all down to me.
And as you can see, I have the first 3 volumes. Volume 4 is also available now, but I haven't got that yet. I only got the first 3. I got these while I was away on the weekend that I told you about when I went to the Auto Assembly Transformers convention, and these were part of my haul that I completely forgot to mention about. And I got these from a shop in Birmingham called Forbidden Planet. There's many of them around the UK, so if you live anywhere like Manchester way, I think there's some stores in America, because I think it's I think it's American as well as British, so I think it could be anywhere. But in the UK, there's one in London, there's one in Birmingham, there's one just off of Manchester. I think there's about 3 or 4, or I don't know, in the UK area. So if you live in any of those areas, see if there's anyone around your end and pick them up if you're interested. Because I've never seen that much anime in my entire life that place was selling. It was selling awesome anime, and I found this because these are absolutely flipping hard to find, all the volumes, and I've been wanting to get the original series. This is actually the new series, which is based around the old original series, if you get my meaning. Now, if you're not up to scratch and you don't know what Fullmetal Alchemist is, now, Fullmetal Alchemist, long story short, it's basically about 2 young brothers, Ed and Alphonse, and these 2 young brothers start to learn alchemy, and alchemy is basically the equivalent exchange, which means basically it's like teleporting or transmuting certain objects in present. But in order to do that, something of that equal thing has to be taken. Something has to, so equal. Say if like you wanted like a model bed or something like that, you somehow like imagine that, and it'll come. Now, these 2 young brothers do the biggest boo-boo you could ever do in alchemy, and basically, long story short again, they try, well yes, the mother dies when they're very young. Ed is 5, I believe, and I think, no, yeah, 5, and Alphonse is 4, or is it the other way around? I think 5 or 6 or something like that. Ed is the older brother, and Alphonse's younger brother, and the mother dies and the father leaves them completely. You don't know, he's quite a mysterious character at the beginning of the series, but as the series goes along you do find out who he is later on. But the father, Ed and Alphonse know nothing about their father. All they know is that they do have a father, but they know nothing of him. He just disappears. Nobody knows if he's alive, nobody knows or anything until a certain point. Then he realises his father's still alive. Now, Ed and Alphonse do the biggest mistake you can ever do in alchemy. And what they try to do is they try and bring their dead mother back to life. And like I said, equivalent exchange, which means something equal must be given or must be changed or something like that, around them lines. And yeah, it was really quite a sad episode, that, because that is the main story, is that Ed and Alphonse learn alchemy, which is there's like pentagrams that you draw on the floor, or you can just like imagine. Some people have to draw them, some people can just sprout them without drawing them, and these different types, because there's different type of people that do alchemy. There's a fire type alchemist, there's I think it's strong arm alchemist, which means he's really good at fighting. There's a couple of different types of alchemists that study different types, and and Ed, he is actually the only one that people know about who can actually do alchemy without one of these alchemy circles. So he has this bionic arm. I've forgotten the actual name, but it's like a bionic arm, because when Alphonse and Ed try to bring back their mother, Ed loses his left leg due to the thing, something has to be given in order for this to happen. So it goes completely tits up, goes completely wrong. Ed loses his left leg, and Alphonse loses his whole body, his whole being destroyed. And in the wake at the moment, Ed somehow tries to bring Alphonse's spirit back, and he bonds his spirit to a big like a knight armor type thing, which then Alphonse is now, he is alive, well, not alive, he is a spirit, but he is bonded to a suit of armor. So he obviously Ed is just little, and his brother's like sky high. So yeah, that's kind of how that happens. And then to actually get Alphonse bonded to the suit, he also, his right arm, he gives up his right arm so that he can save his brother. So Ed loses his right arm and left leg, and Alphonse loses his whole body, but then comes back as a spirit bonded to a suit of armour. Very interesting, quite hard to understand if you first watch it, but this series, it's based upon the original series, which means the original series just basically starts as Ed and Alphonse are present age. Like, Ed is 15 and Alphonse is 14 in the actual anime, and they're basically walking around, and they're needing to find the Philosopher's Stone. It's not Harry Potter. Very similar way, obviously Philosopher's Stone is in a Harry Potter film, but the Philosopher's Stone is the answer to bringing Alphonse's body back, which means bringing him back into human, and also to repair Ed, make him better as well. So the quest of Ed and Alphonse is that they're having to live a doomed life until they find the answers of the Philosopher's Stone to bring them back into normal reality and no more pain. So yeah, and it's a really good this series actually lays it on better. It actually helps you to understand. It delves into the original series, and many, I think it's several, about good 7 or 8 episodes of this anime are actually from the original anime. But what they do is they kind of like help you understand. It's much more easier. They delve into the original series, and then with that they try and like tossing a few other new episodes to help you understand the story. It is a brand spanking new series. It's not the same series, it's a new one. But what they're trying to do is, with this, they're trying to show you in more detail of exactly what happened. You see a lot more of their childhood than you do in the original series. You see more of their childhood in the first so many episodes. In the original series, it's much more into the series that you find out more how Ed and Alphonse are, how they are now. But in this, you found out straight away. You found out in the first episode exactly what happens. You found in the first box set, you kind of know exactly what happens. At the moment, I'm onto the second volume. I think I'm second episode in. I think second or third episode in. But what I've watched up to now it's fantastic. I'm up to the point now on the second disc now where the new episodes are now going to start. They're basically just, I think what it is kind of like a refresh to kind of, so you can understand exactly from the perspective of the original anime, and now with this anime, it's like it's kind of introducing you back to the story and then continuing on with a new story. So it's really, really clever. And I do say, check it out. It is fantastic. I'll say it again. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Fantastic anime. One of the best animes I've seen in a long time. And I've seen some good ones. I've seen Ghost in the Shell. I've seen Bleach. I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist and Brotherhood. I've seen Akira. I've seen so many awesome stuff. Like animes, Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, all that kind of stuff. I've seen all that. Dragon Ball Z, all that kind of stuff I've seen, and they're absolutely flawless. But this really is one of the best ones I've seen in a long time, because it's brought back the magic again from the original series and then expanding upon it, which really is really good. The anime, the animation, everything looks more fresher. The anime looks much more better than it did in the original series, because I think what they've done is they've updated the anime so it's a lot more detailed and it looks absolutely beautiful, really beautiful. But yes, it is really, really cool. Also, there is bonuses, like bonus material on each one. You get commentaries, audio commentaries from the people, obviously some of the voice actors, and also some of the people that did the voice direction or directed or produced or whatever in the American version. They're all, obviously, they're not Japanese, it's the American version of the people that brought it to British screens or American screens. So yeah, so you get audio commentaries, and then you get open and closed songs, which the opening song for this is just awesome. It's one of my favourite openings on an anime. But yes, I recommend, if you're a massive fan of anime, go and check this out. You can buy this up to volume 4, just in these volumes up to now, on Amazon, and I think eBay will obviously have some, and Play.com will most likely have them as well. Volume 5 and I think volume 6 or 5 onwards. I think volume 5 is released in September. Don't know what date, but on Amazon website it's released in September. So if you want to continue, volume 5 will be out in September, and I think it's going to be like every 2 to 3. I think it's every now and again, but I think 1 to 3 was actually released together. I think they're released in about the same time as each other. 4, well no, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 was actually released very within the same time. 5. I would have thought they're probably releasing about another 2 or 3 volumes back in September. So keep checking. So if you're interested, either if you live near Forbidden Planet, go in and see if they've got it there, because that's where I've got mine. Or if you want to go online, check Amazon, because Amazon do have Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and they do have certain parts of the original series as well. You will need to get the original series as well, because the original series, tells you the story from that perspective. Then this kind of like brings a whole new series up on top of the original. Really cool. So check it out, and thank you very much for watching. This has been my newest anime review back. So yes, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, so far really impressed with it. I've yet to watch the disc 2, and in each one of these, by the way, there's 2 discs in each one. First episode is 1 to 13. Part 1 is 1 to 13. Then it's 14 to 26, and then it's 27 to 39. So here is 39 episodes. So, and then obviously season 4 will go, So check it out. It looks like they're only releasing it on volume box sets, not the full thing, unless they're willing time. But at the moment, it's just these. And yeah, at the moment, I think they're having a little bit of a special offer at Forbidden Planet. They cost £10 each. Originally, they would cost £25. So, you can save up to 15 quid if you buy it from Forbidden Planet. So have a check out, people. Thank you very much for watching anyways, and I'll be back very shortly. Bye.